This video shows you how to do pre-procedure CT planning using the Redo TAV app. For index TAV is Lotus, and second TAV is SAPIEN 3 or MyVal. When you click Redo TAV CT planning on the home screen, first you will get the overview of all steps you need to do. The CT acquisition protocol can be the same with routine pre-TAV assessment. It's recommended to obtain an ECG-gated multiphasic function CT that covers the entire cardiac cycle, with ideally 20 phases, a minimum of 10 phases. The mid-diastolic phase generally has fewer artifacts, allowing for better assessment of the processus reflex and commission alignment in most patients. The end systolic or end diastolic phases could be used as alternatives. The first step is index TAV and measurement. If a pre-index TAV CT data is available, select native valve morphology and severity of calcification, and identify your patient index TAV type and size. And then you will get the fundamental information of the valve. Please keep in mind that this light blue eye mark is a link to some detailed information. The leaflet of Lotus will extend to the top of the tuning hog when it's pinned out by a second TAV. We are about 6 mm below from the outflow. The wire between the outflow and the tuning hog is tight and may not allow coronary access throughout this portion. On the next page, select the index TAV failure mechanism and assess commission alignment. Open your patient CT dataset on a CT software. We can use any CT software. We just need a 3D MPR, multiplanar reconstruction module. After determining the appropriate cardiac phase, adjust the MPR to be orthogonal to the valve, while fine-tuning the image thickness and window level as needed. And assess commission alignment, which refers to the relations between the native aortic valve commissure and THV commissure TAV. The commissure offset is directly measured using an angle tool with the limb aligned with the native commissure of the RCC and LCC and the THV commissure. In this case, the angle is 55 degrees, so select severely misaligned. And perform the measurement of area and perimeter. This measurement will be used for second TAV sizing later. We can also understand how much the index TAV is underexpanded at this point. For Lotus, 4 levels require assessment: the outflow, the bottom of the fork, the waist, and the inflow. Here is the outflow level, making sure the MPR is precisely orthogonal to the valve. And measure the area by tracing the center of the stent frame, because of less blooming artifact. Adjust the tracing if needed. And you get area and perimeter at this level. Next is the level at the bottom of the hog. So now you can see the tuning hog of Lotus here. So, and scrolling down to the bottom. Here is a level at the bottom of tuning hog. Then measure the area by tracing the center of the stent frame. In many cases, the level at the bottom of the tuning hog is compatible with the waist level, so in that case, you can use the same measurement for the area at the waist. Now you are at the inflow level. Measure the area. Again, by tracing the center of the stent frame, and get the area and the perimeter. After or during the measurement, please fill in the areas and perimeter in the app. Step 2 is identify your patient's coronary risk plane, which is defined as the lowest level of coronaries in relation to Lotus reference level. On the CT, we are now at the inflow level, so scroll up the plane, and first you see the bottom of LCA. And identify the relation with the stent frame of Lotus, which is below the top of the stent frame, but above the top of the tuning hog. And next is RCA. Scroll up the plane and now see the bottom of RCA, where is also between the top of the stent frame and the top of the tuning hog. In the app, you select the bottom of RCA and LCA levels, and then the coronary risk plane will be automatically identified. In this case, the coronary risk plane is below the top of the stent frame. At the step 3, once you select a second tab, you will get an idea about ideal or acceptable level of neoscot plane, NSP, which is defined as the top of the neoscot. For MyVal in Lotus, it is a single level at the top of the Lotus stent frame. As in the app, we consider both coronary risk and future coronary access. For the SAPIEN 3 in Lotus, it is the same, the top of the stent frame. For these combinations, we have a single selection for the neoscot plane, and this neoscot plane NSP level is above the coronary risk plane, the lowest level of coronaries of this case. Therefore, the coronaries are at risk and needed further assessment later. Step 5 is in vivo CT sizing. We already measure the area and the perimeters at the 4 levels at step 1. On the app, the 4 levels will be automatically selected, so please make sure the numbers are correct, and if you would like to, check the button of Include Perimeter and click the Calculate. Then you will get calculated average area, perimeter, area derived diameter, perimeter derived diameter. The app cannot suggest sizing at this point due to the FDA regulation, so you will need to choose a second tab size based on your CT measurement. Here has some guide how to choose size. And here you can get IFU table too. For this case, I will choose size 23 SAPIEN 3. Step 6 is coronary risk assessment by valve to aorta, VTA measurement. Although SAPIEN 3 or MyVal you choose as a second tab is a balloon expandable valve, the locking mechanism of the Lotus will prevent further expansion by the second tab. Therefore, in cases of index Lotus, the VTA distance can be measured from the index tab stent frame. and identify the narrowest VTA distance in the zone from the NSP neoscot plane to the coronaries. When the neoscot plane is above the SG junction, please don't forget to assess VT-SGJ. In the app, the relationship between the neoscot plane and each coronary is automatically identified. When the neoscot plane is above RCA or LCA, the next assessment is the relation between the neoscot plane and the ST junction. I will recommend to assess RCA and LCA separately and fill in the app. Let's start with the RCA. In this case, the level of neoscot plane top of the stent frame is below the ST junction and just at the middle of RCA ostium. So we need to measure only VTC valve to coronary from the Lotus stent frame in this case, which is 3.1 millimeter, and enter the value in the app. The next is the LCA, the neoscot plane top of the stent frame here is below the SC junction as well, and just at the middle of LCA ostium. So again, measure VTC from Lotus stent frame. Once you enter this measurement in the app, and click the next. Then you will get summary reports of 3 pages, which include animation representing the relationship between the neoscot plane and both coronaries. You can take screenshots and also import these reports into CT software summary report, such as 3-Menshu. If available, the information of pre-indexed TAV CT can be gathered at step 8. This information can help your planning more. Let's also see a case where the neoscot plane is below the coronary risk plane. Here is a CT image of a case where the bottom of coronaries are above the top of the Lotus stent frame. Now here is the bottom of the RCA and LCA. So this level is the coronary risk plane of this case. So for this case, select above at top of stent frame, both RCA and LCA in the app. And select second tab and get an idea about the neoscot plane. In this case, the neoscot plane will be at or below the coronary risk plane, so risk to coronary is considered as low, and no need for the VTA assessment. The in vivo CT sizing is the same as shown before. You choose the second tab size based on your CT measurement. As I mentioned, when the anticipated neoscot plane is at or below the coronary risk plane, the risk to coronary is considered as low, so could skip VTA measurement. And you will get summary reports of 3 pages. And fill in pre-indexed TAV CT data if available. This is all steps for pre-procedure CT planning. I hope this video helps you with your planning. Thank you.